Welcome to our coding series. Today, we are diving into one of the most fundamental algorithms in computer science, merge sort. This is a sorting technique that serves as a perfect introduction to the concept of divide and conquer. Whether you are preparing for a coding interview or just learning the basics, understanding merge sort is essential. So, what exactly is merge sort? Simply put, it is an efficient, general-purpose sorting algorithm. It doesn't matter if your data is perfectly random or nearly sorted. Merge sort handles it with consistent speed. The key thing to remember is that it uses a strategy called divide and conquer. This means it solves a big problem by breaking it down into smaller, easier pieces. Here is the three-step roadmap for how the algorithm works. First, we have the divide step, where we split our list into two equal halves. Second is conquer, where we sort those smaller lists. And finally, combine, where we merge the sorted pieces back together to form the final result. It is a graceful cycle of breaking things down and building them back up. Let's look at the first step, dividing. Imagine you have an unsorted list of numbers. We cut it right down the middle. Then, we take those two new lists and cut them down the middle again. We keep doing this recursively. We do not stop until we physically cannot split the list anymore. Here is what that looks like visually. We start with 8, 3, 5, and 1. We split it into two pairs, 8, 3, and 5, 1. Then we split those pairs again. Finally, we end up with 4 separate lists, each containing just a single number. This is the bottom of our recursion tree. This moment is crucial. Why did we stop at one element? Because a list with only one item is, by definition, already sorted. There is nothing to compare it to. This is what programmers call the base case. Now that we have these tiny sorted lists, we can switch gears and start the merging process. Now for the magic part, merging. We take two of our sorted sublists and combine them. But we don't just jam them together. We look at the first item of each list, pick the smaller one, and add it to our new list. We repeat this comparison until one list is empty, then we add the rest. This ensures the new larger list is also sorted. Let's watch the tree build back up. We compare 8 and 3 and swap them to get 3, 8. We compare 5 and 1 and swap them to get 1, 5. Now we merge those two lists. We compare the 3 and the 1. The 1 wins. Then we compare 3 and 5. The 3 wins. By the time we finish, we have a fully sorted list, 1, 3, 5, 8. In terms of performance, merge sort is very reliable. Its time complexity is O of n log. The log n comes from the dividing levels, and the n comes from the merging work at each level. Unlike some other algorithms, this speed is consistent whether the data is good, bad, or average. However, it does require O of n space complexity, meaning it needs some extra memory to hold the temporary lists. To wrap up, why should you use merge sort? It is stable, meaning it preserves the order of duplicates, and it's very predictable. It is also excellent for sorting linked lists. The downsides? It uses more memory than algorithms like quicksort or heap sort, and for very tiny lists, simpler methods like insertion sort might actually be faster. But for large datasets, merge sort is a powerhouse.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.